Hey everyone, Tomo64 here, and today we are back with some more Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex Strikes Back. Part of Crash Bandicoot 2. Well, not Crash Bandicoot 2. Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy for the Sony PlayStation 4. Now, here we are in the fourth, and in my honest opinion, the most conflicting warp room. For a couple of reasons. One, almost every level has some secret, except, Ruination, has some type of secret that you have to go a little bit out of your way just to get everything. Second, we do have to go back into Road to Ruin, but not through Ruination. It's actually through digging it. Third thing, the entirety of Cold Hard Crash. Who thought this was a good idea? And finally, when you get all of this done, easily, the slowest boss I've ever played in a video game ever. Like, even with Mania, with its one boss from Studiopolis Act 1, I'm not going to spoil too much on that because I know the PC people still need their game. But enough of me talking about this and possibly rambling because I don't want to get upset. Let's just start digging into these levels. Okay, alright. I did sound a little bit stern right there, but let me explain. It's just that practicing Cold Hard Crash over and over and over, and just the very fear out of me having to redo the entire level, not just the worst part of it, but the entire level, the setup. Oh my goodness. Like, I've practiced it for hours on end, just to make sure I can at least try up to 3 times of that level. I want to know if I can do this just fine. Oh my god. I could have been able to not get hit there, but I was a little too slow there. But yeah, I want to make sure I can get through Cold Hard Crash just fine. Everything else, I think I can do okay. Like, I can at least avoid doing beginner's mistakes. Okay, there is a way you can actually get those lives. I'm not sure if it's the way they intended you to do it, but it's the way I'm gonna do it. Because it does involve you standing on those TNTs that they have stacked over there. Do not hit those stacks. Just try and hit the that box instead. I'm trying to. It's really precise. There we go. First off, let me hit that one. There we go. Now I can just get this last box. And that's how you can get those extra lives. The way I would do it, I swear if that nitro hit me, like, it was off of depth perception. I know it's a very far one, but like, oh my goodness. Like, that's the one part, like, that's like one of the parts that got me when it came from the practices of Cold Hard Crash. The jumping nitros want to be all kinds of lit when it comes to you going through there. Like, any other level, except for maybe the Ruins levels, we're calm. Like, no overreaction. I was behind the beehive and it still stung me. Okay, I should be fine as long as I don't die, and I don't have to worry about that now. But yeah, you guys should know the death route rules by now. Apparently, if you die at the first checkpoint, not even before you get there, just after, like before you get there, but after the first checkpoint, then it's disabled. Oh boy. You can't avoid the bees, by the way. Like, they're not too hard to avoid, and you can spin them away too, just in case. Like right here. Just so I can make that less conflicting than it actually looks. Alright, where's the gem? I should be able to find it by now. There it is. Oh! Stay back there. Stay free. Okay. Now this is the difficult part since I don't have an Aku. It wouldn't have made it that much easier because of the pits. But I will say that now I have to make sure I actually avoid that because apparently that's a thing to worry about. Let's see. How many buckles do I have left? Okay, not that many. Oh, that's all of them right here. Now I just gotta get this. Get the checkpoint way back over here. Now I gotta go all the way back to the other checkpoint. Ooh, that was close. Wait, that was enough for an extra life? Like, it didn't even look like I grabbed multiples. I don't get this game sometimes. Oh, 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 oh. I tried to hit it away, but the depth perception. You guys should know about this about Crash by now. And if you don't, well, welcome to Classic Crash. There we go. Couldn't he have at least spun into one of the mines? That would have made it at least a little bit, made him a little bit more resourceful. In the original, they swung the mallet so freaking fast. Like, you couldn't even, like, you legit, when you're near them, you couldn't even blink. If you blinked, you're already dead. Like, by the time you open your eyes from blinking, you find yourself already dead. In fact, literally. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Playing through this route when I was a kid was kind of disappointing. And honestly, even now, that didn't really change much. Like, come on. You have an entire route. You made me go through an entire route for just, like, what, 32 boxes, not counting the nitro? Because that TNT will hit all the boxes, by the way. But yeah. All that just for one, like, one set of boxes? I mean, at the very least, Air Crash, at the very least, had the nitro switch and everything. That just had one stack of boxes and, oh, hey, just continue to level that way. But the rest of the level is fine, if you like playing through these ruins type levels. You know, unless you play Crash 1, in which case you might not like them because, I say, like, a lot of people say Sunset Vista, but for me, I'd probably say Lost City, especially now in the trilogy since the whole colored gem rule, where it's pretty much the same as the original, where you have to make sure you get every box and not die. I'm not sure if that includes the bonus rounds. It probably doesn't. It's been a while since I played the Crash one from the trilogy, because I'm trying to save that for the playthrough, and I already know the second I touch a certain level, everyone's gonna be on that part, all over that part. Speaking of which, I think for Crash 1, I will start doing individual levels instead. Well, not individual levels, but like individual levels for parts, unless they require me to get a gem or something, like a colored gem. Mainly because since there's no real incentive to wait until after the game to get the relics, I might as well go for a lot of them right now. Like, it only makes sense. Because since there's no crystal in Crash 1, all you gotta do is just complete a level. And depending on if you need another gem or not, just finish it that way. Because some levels you will inevitably get the great, but you mix X amount of boxes. And for some levels, you might get a nearly perfect, but you died. But that's only when you're trying to go for a color gems. It's not for all gems in general, which, thank you for that change. Because it was such a pain in the butt in the original. Like, it made me start, I wanted to say the joke, but I had to hesitate, because I already knew what was going to happen. Third Mario Brother. Anyway, I had to hesitate because I already know what's going to happen if I say that joke. I mean, I'm like, oh yeah, these hives are now bigger, which means there's not one, not 2, not 3, not 4, and I don't think it's 5, but 6 bees coming right at you. In fact, let me see. Yeah, that's 5. Never mind. In case you were wondering what I did over there, there's actually a way you can grind lives in this very level. Alright, this thing moves like a freaking truck now. Get back in there. Yeah, like, in case you're wondering, I think I've said this in the last part, but really, the only reason why I don't, Are you? The only reason why I don't try to do, like, the glitch jump over the fence, by height, you can do that, but the thing is, they made it so the height for that is so freaking high, you cannot do that. I don't have no idea why they decided to make that a thing. Like, it wasn't really that hard to, like, it's still not that hard to get through. Alright, I panicked. Truth be told, I could just death abuse through this level, but, like, I want to show this off at least as much as I can, because once I die, I'm not doing this again. Okay. Wait, what? He does realize I'm not in front of him, right? Yeah, technically, that was a bonus, and you can go back in there, but why would you? It's not like you can get another Aku. But yeah, there's no death fruits or anything like that, thankfully, so you can just finish up the rest of the level. These bees are not really much of a threat once you know how to speed through them. But if you don't know how to speed through them, I suggest practicing like slide spins, maybe slide jumps, or just slides in general. Because trust me, they will be annoying if you don't know how to do those. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh come on Anton, why do I gotta do that just to avoid some bees? I mean, the way the game intended it is pretty much you just run through them, like run away from them anyway. You can spin at them at any point, but when it comes to behaving when there's more than one bee, why the heck would you risk that anyway? I mean, I can't talk because I'm about to do the 100% route through Cold Hard Crash, but still. Thankfully though, there are so many, okay, there are so many nitro boxes here. The number that's representing is a little bit, yeah, see, you can't fight all, like, you can't fight all of them unless you're spinning, like, what is it, slide spinning towards them. Which makes it easier, but at the same time, it's like, why would you risk that? Because the timing will already be so off because you set a distance between each other. It's like a little insane, you know? And if I catch one more, and if I see an insane joke on my comments, I am blocking. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't talk considering I made bad puns in the past. Okay, so we got Behaving down. Now we're going to take care of Ruination, because that's pretty much the level with the least amount of secrets. The most you gotta deal with, it's just getting the green gem from that area.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's trying.
Alright, now take care of Ruination. Alright. Now, because there's a gem route here, like I mentioned before, the cutscene, if you can include. Ooh, I almost fell for it. There's something I need to tell you about Ruination. It does reuse a little bit of the assets they used from Road to Ruin, which I'm not really too mad about because keep in mind, whenever I'm talking about this, like when it comes to like the design of the levels, I'm mainly talking about the one Naughty Dog created. Because I think by now you guys know, Vicarious Visions only just remade the Dream in the HD. Let's see. Nice! I managed to get through without okay. You can get on that route without needing the green gem. I've done it before on my practice attempts, but I'm not risking it. Even though I am gonna have to lose Aku anyway from doing a little bit of death abuse again. But this death abuse is actually justified because if you go, whoa! I'm not even gonna question it. I already know why I got hit. Death perception be with me? Okay. But yeah. If you go through this route, I think you do skip out on a crystal again. Okay, let's see. There you go. In case you couldn't, if you can't see it, just listen to the vibration, or either listen or feel it, in case you can feel anything. Just feel the vibration of the controller. Like, let me show you what this route takes you to. Actually, I think it skips through all of that. Yeah, it skips through everything, including the bonus. So, let me grab this, and there's no way in heck I'm skipping all of that. There we go. But yeah, I cannot trust the lingering hitboxes in this level. Like, you thought it was bad in Road to Ruin? Look at how many rotating heads they got this time. The most they had was just in the death route, but here it's, oh my goodness, please. Alright, but at least the bonus is a bit of a breeze once you know what you're doing. I think I was too, okay, I thought I was too close. Like, if you're too close, like, the radius is so freaking huge when it comes to doing the slam. That was my fault. I didn't push right far enough. But yeah. Like, the radius of the actual slam is super far. Like, it's farther with Crash than it is with Coco. They just, I think, the devs just made it to where you can actually see where the hitboxes are, sort of. But, oh wait, I forgot you gotta actually hit this one. Oh! I was right aligned. Alright, now that was my, I don't know if that was my fault or just a perception. I'm gonna call that one a 50-50. If there's one thing about the Ruins bonus levels, is that they could be a little bit extra when it comes to just showing you everything. Like, especially Ruination. Let me show you, because I think once I finish this bonus, they'll take you through the most scenic route possible. By the way, I love this background here. But yeah, they take you through the most scenic route possible just for the sake of looking at everything. Which works in the trilogy, because the thing in Full HD or 4K, it's just worth it. I don't care too much about the Wumpa Fruit this time around. Like, look at this. Like, you think that's a little bit much, guys? That monkey can jump. Okay, I gotta be careful because, not only because of all this right here, because of, well, okay, I think I'm beating a dead horse at this point. If you don't get out of my way, wow, 94 lives. I'll probably lose a lot of it to a certain level, but just the fact that I managed to get to 90 lives now. I could barely hold on to like 5 when it came to playing it for the very first time. In fact, I got game overs up to 8, but like now it's like almost like warped, almost. just not quite. Okay, now that I have 2 Aku, I think it's time. Like, there's no more stalling it. I already got the stuff prepared. This is the run. It is time to take care of the level. In case you thought I was gonna like troll or something, like playing like cold, like hanging out, nah. Okay, so this is it. Cold Hard Crash. Probably a beloved level upon many a generation of Crash players. And for all the right reasons too. Like, let me show you real quick. At least when you're trying to 100%. If you're playing this casually, you're gonna like this level just fine if you're into ice levels. But if you're not, you'll still dislike it. It's just that doing this will make you hate it, if not just dislike it more. It depends on like your strength of hating something. And by the way, I just found out about what that sound is when I was talking about it in Warped. Like that little whistling sound when you're falling in the air or something. That's actually just a sound of you falling. I didn't realize that. Like, I'm surprised they went through that much just to go through that little bit of detail, just for the sake of detail. Okay, 2, 4. Okay, now we can hit these. Like, I do want to at least see how far we can get into levels before we, okay, let's see. Will that hit everything? Yes, it will. Okay. 97 lives. God dang. And I didn't even have to do the level grinding, not level grinding, the life grinding routine either. Because you guys saw how many lives I was getting from the very start. Alright, let's get it over with. I want to do just 2 trips here instead and make it a lot easier on me, but come on, let's be real here, it's me. We all know that I want to go through this in 1 attempt. I want to make an exception, I really do, but that's happening in this whole level. I can't do that. But I could go for the box gem instead, because I'm already going to get everything, let's see. Oh, wait, I didn't even get anything. Wow. Okay, so what was supposed to happen is that I go through all of this with invincibility. Like, maybe not through invincibility, but at the very least, trying to get the Death Root gem. Because I will explain how to get the box gem after that. Again, okay. Let's make sure we can traverse, move. Jump, of course. Oh, that was too close. I almost did it. That would have been an achievement for me. Alright, so gonna go through a little bit of death abuse again. the nightmare is almost over. That's the worst part about it, but we're not out of the woods just yet. Because if I die at any point here, I will have to do all that over. And Lord knows I do not want to do that. Okay, wait for you to spin. There we go. Did I miss any boxes? No boxes. Okay. The worst part's over. Alright, sorta. Oh my god! For some reason, they thought it was a good idea to have a penguin you can't see be able to spin right there. You'd literally be jumping into a trap. It's over. The worst part about it is over. Holy crap, it's over. It took me a good couple of tries, I will admit, and I didn't need an Aku. So it was definitely more than 5 times. That was embarrassing, but I don't care. I went through the worst part. Hell and back. Managed to... Oh my god. Like, that's not even the only instance of that kind of backtracking either. Well, I mean, it's not the degree of Cold Hard Crash by any means, but at the very least... Oh, I can't believe it's finally over. I am so relieved. Alright, go. 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 Enjoy the victory. Because I know there's a checkpoint waiting for me right here. I think if you die at this point, the music changes back to the original theme. So I'm gonna try my best not to, you know, do so. Thankfully these things are a joke. Okay, go! Wait, let me see. 149, 150, yes! Okay, so I don't have to redo this level. Oh, thank the Lord. I don't care about that. Oh yeah, be careful. That thing can actually crush you. Like, I know, hard to believe that something like that would kill you. You save the sarcasm, but like... Oh my goodness. It's over. It's finally over. I can finally be hanging out at Hanging Out, so I'll see you there. It's over. Like, I still can't get over the fact that that's actually over. It's actually over. The worst part about it, it took me way less tries than I thought it would, but it still took me more than like 5 tries. I wanted to do at least like 3 tries maybe, but you know what? I don't care. What's done is done. And I only lost like a good couple of lives from it, so I'd say it's fairly good compensation since I can still get 99 lives before getting to the final boss. Which shouldn't be a surprise who that is, but just in case you do think it's genuinely surprising, then whew, that was close. Goodness, it's over. I'm trying to break out of the shock. I really am. It may not sound like it, but I really am trying to break out of the shock. But I can't believe I managed to get through that. It's no longer an issue. Worst part about it though is I probably could have hit 99 lives had that not happened, and I managed to get it at the first attempt. Probably. But it doesn't matter because I do think I'll be able to get to 99 lives through the bonus round here, and through no life grinding either. That's the most amazing part of it all. So I am gonna slow down a little bit just to give some lives, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know. For those who played the original, what the secret is here, and for those who don't, well, sit back and relax. Okay, now there actually is an alternative way of doing this level if you manage to hit the nitros early, but I haven't practiced that as opposed to just doing it normally, though I probably would have if it was... Alright, that was my fault. Guess I gotta try it anyway. And I got it on my first attempt. Nice. Alright, let me... I could just slide through all that, but I'm not taking a chance. Doom 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 doom. Alright, I forgot about the pipe. That was my flaw. Okay, that was the second one. I was about to say. Run away. I think the explosion is big enough in the original where it can actually touch you, but it's not the case here. Okay, get that real quick, and give me a good shot. There we go. Now the secret, believe it or not, is back here. Yeah, in case you forgot, you have to actually use the circle button to crawl up like that. This is the only time in the entire trilogy this is ever necessary, by the way. Like, I think there is some use for it in the Huge Adventure. I'm not sure if they even have a crouch in that game, but if it does, let me know. I mean, it has a crouch, you know, on the.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
Alright, so that's it for Coco in case you were wanting to see some gameplay of her, even though there's really no big difference. Because now it is time for the slowest boss in video game, well, not video game history, but Crash history. Because I'm pretty sure there's a boss even slower than this one. I'm very sure of that. But yeah, slowest boss in Crash history, let's go.
Like Dr. Cortex said, give the 20 crystals you collected to me!
It's weird how they say specifically 20 crystals. Like, I mean, obviously at this point you'd only reach here if you get 20 crystals anyway, but like, just the fact that they're very specific with it is actually pretty cool. Now, in case you're wondering why I hate this boss, not because of difficulty, not because of repetition of cycles, not even because of the song, because the song is actually pretty PA. No, it's because of how freaking tedious it is. You cannot tell me that this was a very good boss. Like, it's very simple. All you need to do is press square, and then originally circle, but now they changed it to where you can actually slide in here too, which is not that very useful. I can't really think of many areas where you need to slide, because if they didn't really change much of the original's like way of actually attacking you, so it's not like you're gonna need it. But oh my god, it's so tedious. Like, there's so little you actually do in this boss. Limited movement within these platforms. All you have to do to attack him is by shooting this stuff. He barely leaves himself open at all times. So you just have to keep firing the button over and over and over again. And he moves faster when it comes. So it's like, he moves faster when he's moving around like this. So it's even harder to hit him. And the worst part is, if you die at any point, Just like with any boss, though, you have to go all the way back. And it is not fun doing that. Oh, well. I guess technically they didn't account for you being able to actually do a slide jump. It's over. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be, but that doesn't make it any less of a tedious boss. They could have done so much more. I cannot believe it's over. I am not going back to this level, like this warp room again, until we have to do the relics. Because, oh my freaking lord. Alright, let's get started.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
I will admit, I like the attempt that he tried to do with that to show how angry Cortex is, but the original just beats that. In fact, the original was like far more sinister in like Crash 2 than he was here in the trilogy. But to be fair, Cortex now is kind of lighthearted while still being evil, so it only makes sense that it only translates to remade versions of Crash games as well. Hopefully, it'll be the same when it comes to the remade version of Crash Team Racing. All I do know is that when it comes to Crash Team Racing, there's going to be a lot of VAs they're going to need to hire. But, well, that, physics, and all that good stuff. So, if you do happen to remake Crash Team Racing, please, just take your time with this. Because Activision, you got something good going on here. And you might even be able to start with Spyro too, because I already heard about what's been going on with Skylanders recently. So rest in peace that series. I know a lot of y'all don't care about that series specifically, but there was a little part of me that really did kind of appreciate at least what Skylanders was trying to do with its alright Crash, alright, I'll get to the point. So this is Anthon-patapon signing out. Thank you guys for watching. And in the next part, we'll take care of the 5th warp room of the entire game. Technically 6th if we count the one way down there. But we don't deal with that one until later.